Right now, time to do our weekly visit with our friends at Central Valley Electric. Raelynn is here. How are you doing today? Oh, let me turn that microphone on.
Okay.
Now we can hear you.
I'm doing well.
Yeah. Well, that's good. What's happening out at CVE?
Well, I wanted to talk about capital credits.
Okay.
It's kind of getting to be that time of year, and so since we are a co-op, we are owned by the people who use our service.
Okay.
So if you get electricity from us, you're a part owner in the co-op.
Oh, wow.
And
No, I knew that.
and as a co-op member owner, then you share in any profits that we make. So anything that we make over operating expenses, we return that to our members in the form of capital credits. And so two things kind of happen in February, March timeframe. And so the first thing is that if you are a current member, sometime in February, you'll get a letter from us that says, in 2021, your portion of the profits that the co-op made is X amount of dollars. And it'll state that on that letter.
Okay.
That doesn't mean you're going to get that money right now. That just means that that was your portion for this year. So we're on about an 18 to 20 year rotation before we actually retire the capital credits and get them back to our members. And what we do with that money in the meantime is we use it to make the co-op better for the members, infrastructure, things like that. And then the board decides to retire a given year, and then a check will be issued, or a bill credit will be issued to those members for a given year. So the board just recently voted to retire capital credits that were earned in the year 2003.
Okay.
So in March, those checks and credits, bill credits, will be going out.
So that may explain. So some people may get the first letter.
Yes.
And then when the when the check comes and
the
they're
numbers
not the
are
same.
different. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
It all kind of happens at the same time, and it kind of confuses people. So that's kind of the difference there. So if you're no longer a member of Central Valley Electric, but you were in 2003, just give us a call. Make sure we have your most up-to-date mailing address. That way, when we do mail those checks out, it gets to you. So every year we publish in September a list of people who we weren't able to find them to get them their capital credits. Either the checks came back, they weren't cashed, things of that nature.
Okay.
So we try to find people that way. And if we still can't find these people, that money then is put into the Central Valley Electric Education Foundation, and that's what funds our scholarship program.
Okay. So, but you make a lot of effort to try to find all these folks.
We try our best to find people. And a lot of times people are deceased, and we have family members call in to get those capital credits, and we can get those to the family. There's just paperwork and different things that we have to do and go through, but we can get them that money that their loved one had earned, mom or dad or whoever.
So you said the board authorized 2003. So that's what you have to think back. Were you a customer of Central Valley Electric in 2003?
Yes.
And that's and you may or may not, because probably after a number of years, the last thing you do when you move or change locations is think about contacting the utility company that you no longer use.
Right.
To give them
especially if you've moved several times.
Yeah. So that's another reason to reach out to CVE to see if you're on the list, I guess.
Right. So just to make sure we have your most current mailing address.
Okay.
Yeah.
So February, the letters will go out.
Yes.
Informing you of what your credit. She knows I'm on the air. And the reason it comes through is because this is like an employee.
Oh, okay.
So
gotcha.
Most people don't come through on the air, so I don't get interrupted on the air. But this is an employee. So that letter was going to go out. That's going to go out next month.
Yes, the allocation letters for 2001 will go out in February. So, I mean, maybe I try to keep all of my letters that I've gotten for my allocations. I don't know why. I mean, I can.
Yeah.
And then checks will go out in March.
In March.
Sometime, yeah.
For the
2003 capital credits.
Capital credits.
Right.
Well, that's good that that you do that. I'm sure that's a popular. I mean, it's a good reason to be a member of Electric Co-op
right.
if you can. So.
And then that amount is different for every member, and it's based on there's some magical formulation that Mike Anderson knows. I don't have privy to that, but there's some calculation, and it's based upon your kilowatt hour usage and what you've paid in through paying your monthly bill.
Right. So, well, good. If you think. If you're not sure, if you're a former customer of CVE and you're not sure if you're on the list, reach out to you guys and make sure.
Absolutely.
That their information is up to date.
Yep.
Now, you also have your meeting coming up.
Yes, our annual meeting is coming up. It's also in March. It'll be March 19th, and that's a Saturday, and we are going to have it at the Estelle Yates High School Auditorium. But we're going to do it a little bit earlier this year. It's going to be a little bit different, a little more compact and condensed. So I've been working on the annual report, and that'll go out. We're trying to put as much information in that report so we don't have to have as many people talk at the meeting.
Right.
So registration is going to start at 9. The meeting will start at 10. For the first 200 members that register, they'll get a $50 gift card.
Okay.
And that's limit 1 per member.
Right.
But then we're also going to have all of the same door prizes and giveaways and different things like that we normally have.
Yeah. Well, that's
So,
great.
yeah.
So you've been working on the door prizes, huh?
We haven't started on the door prizes yet,
Okay.
but we'll get to that and start shopping.
What seems to be some of the more popular door prizes that you've heard on the feedback that you've gotten back?
I don't know. I know we always do a big TV.
Yeah. So it just depends.
It just depends.
Yeah.
I know the Horner beans are always popular.
Well, I'm sure they are.
Oh, absolutely. And we appreciate them. They've donated those for years and years for us. So those are always popular.
Yeah. I'll have to check and see with our resident Dallas Cowboys fan if we still have any Cowboys shirts left.
Right.
They were real popular for a while, and then they kind of fell off the popularity wagon there a little bit. And then now that they lost, that you may get some negative comments if we give you a box of shirts to give away. May people say, "What are you doing this for?" I thought you liked us.
Right.
How was this game time weekend at your household? Do you have any Cowboys fans?
You know what? My son has really gotten into football. He's in the 7th grade, and he's got to start playing football. And it's neat that his dad, Dusty, has got to be his coach this year. And so he's started watching football more with us.
Yeah.
And he is a Dallas Cowboys fan.
Ah,
he is.
So he was probably kind of sad then.
He was a little disappointed, but he's still kind of talking about all the other teams and telling me who he thinks is going to be in the Super Bowl. So it's been really neat to have him kind of come around more while we're watching football, and he and Dusty can talk about different things and just another kind of learning experience for him. So it's been good.
Be interesting to see. Because a lot of people, when their favorite team gets beat, their interest in all of it just kind of goes away, and then everybody gets really excited for the Super Bowl. I don't know if it's so much for the game, but people like to gather, and there's parties, and people like to have a lot of fun around Super Bowl Sunday,
Absolutely.
which the last couple of years has been a little difficult to do because of all the COVID stuff that's going on. So, well, good. Capital credits and the meeting. Was there anything else we needed to cover?
I can't think of anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, good. We'll get folks. Make sure you're on the list. I always enjoy when those checks come in. We get one here.
I'm sure you do. I'm looking forward to the day I start getting my checks from CVE.
We started when the radio station went on the air in 1968.
Oh, wow.
So that's when.
So yeah, you've been getting one for a while.
For a while,
Absolutely.
yeah. And I think the first one came in. I'm like, what? What's this? This isn't right. Something's wrong here. And then I got to learn all about capital credits and co-ops, and I'm like, well, this is good.
Yes.
So, all right. Well, thanks a lot, Raelynn. You have a wonderful day today.
All right. Thanks.
All right. That's going to be it for the show.